Alright, captains, due to popular demand, it is time for the US Navy's Tier 7 cruiser, Pensacola. And this round 2 adventure sees us top tier on the map New Dawn. So delving right into my captain skills, this is my dedicated Pensacola captain after I've moved him on up to the Des Moines, so he's only a 10-pointer at the moment. And this build is most definitely subject to change, with the main one being preventative maintenance to expert loader, which I will make clear later on in the video. Expert marksman to help my turrets turn just a wee bit faster. Demo for more fires, and concealment expert, because even though the Pensacola got the concealment buff here not too long ago, more concealment is better. And besides, your AA suite isn't the greatest in the world, so even having AFT and BFT doesn't really do much for you AA wise. And as you see my modules, yes, the turret traverse is a thing for me. I did go for that module as opposed to the dispersion one, because without the traverse mod, your guns will not be able to track. It's still going to be hard to track even with expert marksman, but having that turret traverse will help you track your targets as you shimmy shake for your life. And of course, in my flags, I don't run any on this thing. You can, but I don't. Now the concealment is nice on this thing, although it is a bit of a double-edged sword in that there is no buff to your armor, meaning if you do get in close to use your concealment to your advantage, you better be damn well one shot and the enemy is done, otherwise you are DED, so all the returning fire is going to be that much closer to you. So I still feel like I'd have to play this Pensacola like I used to. And in fact, captains, this is my very first game back in the Pensacola since I was urged to retry this ship after the upgrades. Alright, now I am involving myself with this Cleveland at the moment, firing my high explosive shells. That is another change that I feel happened at the... Oh, and there we go, 3,700 points of damage and 2 fires. Excellent, not 1 but 2, so he's going to use his repair party. But yes, since the normalization of the AP, you don't use AP as much on every target. Now I did fire AP on this one, and no! Citadel for 3,900 points of damage. I'll take that though. I probably could have gone back to HE and try to light him a fire. Probably should have done that, but I wanted the sit wrecking goodnight shots. But oh, speaking of fires, there's the gasoline and the Warspite. Okay, so I can't go full on broadside. I am showing a little bit of chin to that Warspite, and yet he is looking at me, so I'm expecting some incoming Warspite rounds here. Moshkosh still had the AP rounds loaded, which is why the expert loader could be a thing. I mean, the Warspite is broadside, so I am going to load into that broadside for 4,500 points of damage. Not bad, not bad. Could have gone for a little bit more, which it can happen. And my lead was a little off. You can see I kind of hit him towards his rear end instead into the big old castle. That would have really racked up some damage. But this is where the expert loader could go in. Oh, only 2,000 on that one. But these guys are showing me the broadside, and 3,400 points of damage on the gasoline. Come on, that should have been sit wrecking. I tell you guys, these French cruisers I know are super fragile, but hot damn, man, I haven't been able really to pop one yet, no matter what ship I've been sailing at the moment. Anyway, AP still loaded into this broadside Warspite. My lead isn't the best, and I bet I rack up 37 points of damage. I do get 3 overpins though, and a deflection. I was hoping the gasoline would keep heading south, but he is turning in, so this AP round, unless he shows me a little bit of his broadside chin, I'm gonna fire it anyway, because I'm just hoping to get a little bit of a lull pin with his awesome AP rounds. Oh, I'll take that though. 5,700 points of damage, 777s. I'll take that. Oh, hit the brakes. I don't want to be scraping the paint. I got a nice pointy nose, and I want to keep that looking purty. Don't want to get all punched in, looking like a boxer. But all right. Yeah, expert loader, guys, I've been trying to say now for a couple minutes, is really a thing. It's something that I used on my taco, to great effect to have the HE loaded as your standard in case you come across DDs or battleships and whatnots or angled opponents, but to then swap up to the AP with the expert loader for a 7.5 second reload is really nice. Something that you're going to find yourself using a lot more often than not. Now the gasoline was charging in. He does have torpedoes, so I fear for our little cruiser up there, but he's taking some big shots from some of our big uglies as well. I do finally unload on him, hoping for a bit of a chin, and like 2,700 points of damage. Boo! Oh, that should have been good night Sally to this gasoline. And he takes down our Cleveland too with the torpedoes, and there's a Warspite churning and burning right behind him, coming through the gap, and kaboom! Finally he's done. Why wasn't that the last salvo? Anyway. Warspite looking at me in all the wrong places. He's shooting at me. Turn, hope. Boom, whoa. All hope is lost. I take a citadel in the tuchus. All right, now I cannot go anywhere except towards him, charge him down, close the distance, and hide behind this island. Yes, captains, I said it. I'm gonna hide. Now I was thinking about shooting there, but you know, I don't want to shoot Mom and Pa Kittle's home. They just retired. They got that home. They thought, the war's over. We can go hide on these little islands. So I don't want to blast away their life savings. So I'm gonna. Oh, secondary gunners, what are you doing? Shooting, man. That's Mom and Pa Kittle's house. We can't shoot it at that Warspite yet. You guys are fired. Okay. Warspite's coming around this island, but I do have the island indicator. I have my AP loaded, which would be really nice to shoot right into that unprotected bow section. But I can't do it. Oh, Fiji though, looking, no, he's not on the menu. But look at that Warspite, he was churning around, he was tempted by the Pensacola sushi, and unfortunately, he's gonna get himself on that chopping block here, Mosh Gosh, because we got 4 ships, maybe 5, maybe even 6 ships shooting at him besides myself. He's still trying to hide behind this island. Launch on that Fiji's paws, but I don't think those are gonna connect because he's running away in that fragile little ship. And kaboom! Oh, the Warspite is down thanks to the secondary gunners of the Cleveland. Awesome. All right. Well, not looking so hot though. We are up on ships, so we are down on cap points. We don't even have one capped yet, and they got 2, and they are racking up the points. And their northwestern fleet is now coming south into our backfield, and Sky Cancer aplenty. I do run the defensive fire on this thing instead of the Hydra because I don't really find myself, and I didn't when I first sailed her, going into too many anti-DD battles in this thing. The guns take forever to reload. When they do hit, they punch a lot. I don't think I'm going to punch this frigate at all, except give them a little bit of a bath with the splish splashing. But they do hit hella hard when you finally do hit the destroyers, but the AA is already pretty bad on this thing, and so I do want to run the defensive fire to try to mitigate any kind of Sky Cancer attack. And here we go, defensive fire, shoot down these torpedoes, try to spread out their torps, and 2, 3, 4, down. Hey, come on, can we get number 5? Number 5, and you're done. See, not the greatest, but still pretty effective against these guys. At least these were tier 6 planes, I think. But hey, you know, you can get the idea. Into fuego on the Sean horse. Nice. I still have the HE loaded. AP could be used, but he is kind of going to be maneuvering, and that's what I was trying to say earlier about the normalization of the armor-piercing shells, and one of the earlier patches kind of changed up the characteristics on these AP shells, including the U.S. Navy ships. So I did swap up to the AP, hoping that Fiji would come around the island, or at least I'd be able to get shots at him. So I'm going to launch these into this Gneiss now instead. I do have the Sharn horse in front of me, who's very dangerous, and I want to use this island again to hide behind. And the lead was not good. So 2 dinks on the tuchus. Oh well, all right, get on the gas just a little bit to now protect my port side from 3 ships down there, including the big old Gneiss and hopefully to have this Sharn horse pop up. And this could be dangerous. This could be the end. He does have the torpedoes, and he does have the cruiser FU guns, so I gotta be careful. I am detected now. I do kind of put on the backup lights, and there he is, not looking at me. Fire the AP into the broadside about 8 kilometers away, and boom, 6,000 points of damage from that Sharn horse in the broadside. I will take that all day long. It could be more, it could always be more, but that is very nice. Fire the AP one more time to switch up to the HE shells. I am now backed up and detected. Line of sight wise, and 460. There we go. And I want to get on the gas and try to move on out of here, because I still got to worry about getting popped from those big boys. There was a Graf Bay and a fellow Pensacola down south. HE on the Shawnee. There's a fire, and there's a kill. Red ribbon from the Shawnee. All right. Now we got some big uglies. We got 3 big uglies gonna go against a Gneiss, Pensacola, and Graf Bay. So I'm thinking this is gonna be great. I'm gonna charge in. We got the enemy DD. I'm still behind the island though. A Fuso, the Fiji, and Sky Cancer. Great. And I got a fire on the Gneiss now. That means that we can take care of our business. They got those guys down there with our own Sky Cancer, and we can take care of these bad boys. Now, I did have the AP loaded hopefully and fully expecting to get the Vache, but instead, nope. And I fired on the little Farah, who is, I guess, doesn't realize that he has detected something fierce. He's still parked, firing away. My AP rounds, of course, all overpin on this guy for okay hits. The second round AP, which I did keep loaded, hoping this Fiji would come around and try to use his torpedo solo YOLO run, but still overpin on this Farragut, which is really tough. Again, maybe an expert loader to swap up to the HE rounds to give the good night shots that finally come with AP 2,700 points of damage. But expert loader again, guys. Perhaps I am gonna do that. No perhaps. All right, swap back up to the AP because I know that Fiji is going to be coming around. I was expecting him to do it earlier, but he's going to do it now. I guarantee. Yep, there he is. There's the Fiji. Where are the torpedoes? The torpedoes, single launch torpedoes. Hopefully he's not going to get a lot of time because I'm going to Citadel. 2 Citadels for 10,000 points of damage. And my secondary gunners on my starboard side. Y'all get the rations that my port side guys had to forego for getting fired. Come through with a close quarters expert to take down the Fiji. Excelente. All right. Well, our Southern Fleet took down that Sharni. I took that Gneisenau rather, and that leaves that Sky Cancer. I'm going to try to shoot over the Fuso and then us, and we're going to cap this out. We're looking good. We're up on ships now, but we are well down on points. But we're going to rectify that here at Moshgosh by capping this base out. Our little DD's probably going to go torpedo himself, the carrier, and then cap out the A. So I want to keep working then towards this Fuso. I want to help maybe the DD put down this carrier because you can't be too confident that the DD can do it because sometimes the secondaries are pretty nasty when you couple with a strike package focused on the destroyers. That can happen. It's happened to me. Not too proud about that, but it happens. But I do want to work on this Fuso because he is full health Fuso. Independence, Indy. Okay, Farragut is working on him. He's only 10k, so probably only needs a couple of salvos onto him. Do have the AP loaded because you can sit wreck these guys for some silly numbers. So fire on his paws. I do switch back up to the HE just in case I'm gonna have to light some fires, and only 1,500 points of damage. Okay. HE loaded, big money here. Independence, I can penetrate him even with the HE and score some Citadels. Farragut and Cleveland as well are working on him, and back. Done! Kraken unleashed for the fire and the kill. Alrighty. Wunderbar. But unfortunately, now looking back at the map now, we've lost ourselves a couple of ships. We're only down 1 battleship versus the Pensacola and a Gneisenau and of course the Fuso who's over here. So okay, it's a little bit closer than I would like, but we are going to cap on there. So now let's chase this Fuso, and we're gonna have to worry about that grass bay. And my idea right now is that I'm gonna try to light some fires on this Fuso's deck and work on that grass bay and try to push them into that corner, push them as far away from the cap zone as possible. I'm gonna run a little bit of a risk here, gonna have to go out into open water and try to engage these guys, but I want to push them back as best I can to keep them away from these cap zones, because if our Nagato just pops that Pensacola, which it should be able to do, and keep him out of the sea cap, we should then be able to run the clock and run the counter and take these guys down. But and cha-ching, 2 fires on the Fuso. Guarantee he's gonna use his repair party and damage control to fix that stuff, because that is hot. And hopefully then I'll be able to relight his butt on fire, because his immunity lasts for 1 reload of mine. But I do gotta watch out for this grass bay. He's got those BB caliber guns, so I gotta try to turn in to mitigate any kind of damage. And boom! Oh my god, mistakes are made. I take one right in the side from the grass bay. Damn you, RNGs was smiling upon you, Mr. Grass Bay. Mr. Baby Burns. Oh, Burns, you're supposed to be burning people, not shooting AP. What's wrong with you? And speaking of AP, I take one through the face on that Fuso. I do light a fire on the grass bay, and I swapped up the AP, fully expecting him to stay on that broadside so then I could punch him right through his ribs. I got to turn because I am between their reload windows, and hopefully can get skinny and show my butt to them. And kabink, 8k off that grass bay. No Citadels though for the Confederate. and incapacitated module. That is one reason why I did take preventative maintenance. I do lose turrets or get incapacitated a lot in this thing. All right, HE was swapped back up to try to light this grass bay on fuego one more time because he is hurting, and only 462 off of 2 penetrations and a breakage, and boo. Crap balls. Oh man, just as little Farragut was laying down some smoke, RNGesus was smiling on you tonight, sir. That, and of course, I am driving a Pensacola, and look at that Pensacola. Oh, but captains, I can't watch this anymore. I gotta cut this here. I cannot watch this anymore because we do end up losing badly to the Grass Bay and the Pensacola, even though yours truly got 98,000 points of damage off 127 shell strikes, 5 planes. That was 1 squadron just wiped out, 5 kills for Kraken Unleashed, Confederate, close quarters expert, 2 citadels on Mr. Fiji. One secondary strike for the close quarter. Awesome. But yeah, we lost. It's tough. But I finished tops of the charts on the losing team with 1,544 base experience, 5 kills. Our Farragut did live. And that Pensacola of theirs, he just passed on right before the death of things. I think the Farragut is the one that got him, but congratulations to you, Mr. Grass Bay. RNGesus was with you tonight, but then again, as always, I am driving the Pensacola, who's got the soda can aluminum for armor. But you check out the detail report, pretty impressive from the Pensacola, guys. Like I was trying to say in my first video about the AP only and swapping in between, you look at those numbers between the AP shells fired and the HE shells fired. Holy guacamole, there's some big money in there. AP is still king with this ship, even though the window has been shrunk by the armor buffs to everybody else and the normalization for shells. The AP is still very powerful for the Pensacola at tier 7. Fire is only 20k or so. I've had more and I've had less in this thing, but she can also be a firebug when played correctly. And of course, after taxes with the premium account and the standard ship, 250,000 credits. With the standard account, 139. Not too bad for the tier 7 in a loss, mind you, with the L. Boo. But yes, captains, that was my very first game back in the Pensacola, and my oh my, I played a handful of games more just to see if I could, improve on those things, and I tell you, there were some really good games as well. Not good as far as the W's are concerned, but not too shabby. And of course, the ultimate tier 9 matchup, 112,000 points of damage. Yours truly finished tops of the chest with 2,582 base XP. Pensacola can get her done. I still believe that the Pensacola is an outstanding ship. I think this is also a ship that can train you for the more advanced tactics within the game. The Pensacola pushes a captain to expand their situational awareness of both ships that they can shoot at with what ammunition, and the situational awareness in regards to who can shoot at you. Shooting angles, who is looking at you in all the wrong ways, who is intending to do you harm, where you need to be angled, what islands can you utilize for cover and concealment. Those are all concepts that this ship will definitely make you learn, and most likely the hard way. Oh my. But captains, I thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all learned a little bit about the Pensacola. If not, I hope y'all at least enjoy the video. So until next time, captains, I will see y'all in game. Have fun. Fair seas.